pleasure for me to be here. I had been over 25 years in the financial services industry doing consulting work both north and south of the border. But I had this dream. This dream was to be an entrepreneur. I didn't want this sign on my tombstone saying a lifer for Bank of Montreal. And so I'm here in honor of you folks here because you folks are all a number of years ahead of where I wanted to be. 4.5 years ago, I left the corporate world and joined the entrepreneurial world. How many other people here have done something similar who used to work for a corporation and then moved to the So we have a couple. That's a great thing. How many people have only been entrepreneurs all their lives? So that's actually the majority of people. That's really phenomenal. So today's talk is about understanding the culture and being able to communicate inside the respective cultures of our businesses. And the relevance of this conversation is a famous line that Chairman of Ford mentioned many, many years ago. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. It's also been used in a number of other textbooks, including tribal leadership. Anytime we, as entrepreneurs, go to drive change inside of the organization, we'll find that the resistance to change often happens within the people that we're working with. And wouldn't it be great if we could understand the people that we're working with in a way to get them to not just buy in, but commit wholeheartedly to those changes that we want to drive inside of our organization. But in addition to that, we're not just managing the business, we're actually leaders, and I love it. I didn't know this, but I love it that this whole theme around boss is now around the topic of leadership, because that's who you are. You are leaders out there in the organization. Many of the economic indicators look to the entrepreneurial world, the small business world, as lead indicators of what's happening in the economy. You are the leaders. You are the ones that are going to make a difference in Canada if we're going to do, we're going to step up to the potential of that. So understanding the dynamics of the culture is not just important for you or interesting to you in terms of managing your people, but it's also relevant in terms of understanding your clients during the sales, the existing clients and the clients you want to bring into your business as well. And you'll find today a couple of ahas about yourself, about some of the strengths that you have and perhaps some of your weaknesses. So that's my intention. The work that, the material that I'm sharing with you today is all based out of a book that I read about 18 months ago, written by Haley Fisher-Wright, John King, and Dave Logan. And you've all heard that commercial, Remington. I liked it so much I bought the company. Well, I liked it so much I called the author. John King, in fact. And I connected with him and I said, whatever it is that you have in this book, I want. Because I have been leading team building and culture transformation work for a number of years since I left the bank and became a coach. And I found that sometimes they were phenomenally successful, and other times they weren't sustainable. And the book, Tribal Leadership, answered for me once and for all why that is. How can we take there are certain groups of people, certain cultures, where no matter what it is that we try to do, it just doesn't fit. And so tribal leadership pointed for me to some of the answers. So I want you first, in each one of your tables, organize yourself into a group of 3 or more people. It could, this table, in 2 groups, this table here could be 1. But if you could do that right now, we're going to have some fun. Is it okay if this is interactive?
Sure. Okay, so, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, about you guys?
Mark, is that can you organize?
Okay, so we're three? Yeah. Makes sense.
Greg, is that can you organized over there?
Yes.
Okay, so here's the scenario. You got 2 minutes. Here's the scenario. You're in an internal staff meeting. Several team members haven't delivered on some key milestones, objectives. And it's going to cost the business big time. Okay? And tomorrow, you've got a meeting with the customer. Okay? You got to deliver the stuff. So you're not going to be able to hide anything. Okay? And you have 2 minutes to kind of create a scenario. Okay? And then come back and share with the group here what that was like. Okay? I want you to do a skit and come back and prepare for a skit and come back and share that. Discuss how the meeting is going to go. Put yourself in the situation as if you were in a skit.
And be prepared to share it.
Got some words missing.
Discuss it, and then I'm going to ask you to share. How are you going? 2 minutes to discuss and prepare, and then I'm going to ask you to share for the whole group. Okay. What are you going to share?
Well, they won't pay you.
But we're all acting as leaders responsible for the team we're going to deliver.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So not one of us.
I'll pick on 1 or 2 of you to kind of share. So pick someone who's going to share in terms of how are you going to handle this tomorrow morning with clients.
Calling in sick. Harlan Star.
So I guess the question is what level of That's, I guess that's the question. How are you going to decide what this
We should put it where we want it to be.
Exactly.
How are you going to deal with
So the question is what level of accountability is show necessarily suggest in front of that. Let's be honest with
First and foremost, let's concentrate on the concepts, right? There we go and say, however, there's some issues, but this is why the council is so
That's right.
Let's bring it back.
Has 5 minutes to whatever the time is. So he's at 7 now plus 5.
Now is where he can kind of